Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm going to give you all a little Friday flap because look at these sleeves. Really fun. I hope you all are having such a productive morning and ready to enjoy the show. So tonight is the big mixology competition at the Science Central. Basically, 6 restaurants from all around Fort Wayne sends their best bartenders to create a custom drink and perform the mixing in front of judges. So I'm so excited to be hosting and emceeing this event for them this year, and I hope to see you all tonight. But first, their events manager is joining me in studio to share all about the event and how to get tickets. Also today, I am visiting the Goodwill and getting a deeper look into the business side and employee relations of their Northeast Indiana region. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana. The Goodwill organization is a household name that's been around for over 120 years. You can drop off your donations to benefit those in the community. But today, I'm going to take a closer look at their mission, at their business plan, and how they really help those who work for them. I'm going to take you on the inside. Let's do it. Joining me now is Kevin Morse, the president and CEO of Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana. Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going great, thank you.
Good. Okay, so we're here to really learn more about Goodwill. Of course, people are aware of what all you all offer for the community and the way that you really impact people's lives, but it's twofold. You impact people as consumers and also as employees. So start off by sharing about your mission.
The mission of Goodwill starts right here in the store. We accept donations, which we then in turn take that product and sell it at a very reasonable price. And then we take those funds and feed it into other programs that help people find work, whether it's in our high schools where they're getting pre-employment training services, or whether it's for those folks coming out of the vocational rehab program, or actually matching them up with employers in the community for not only a job, but an ongoing job.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, and it sounds very layered. So what do you think are some of the misconceptions people have when they think about Goodwill as a whole?
A lot of people know the stores. It's kind of like that's what they see. That's the public face. And so they think that we just take people's junk and sell it and make a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
That's not it at all. We have to take that product, we have to evaluate what the price is going to be, sell it for a reasonable price so that we can then fund those other programs. I can tell you that everybody within this organization makes a pretty good wage when you compare it to other retail operators, so we're not shorting anybody on their wages.
Right.
We have career people that are here as well. And then this staff generates those sales.
Yeah.
And then there's all kinds of other stuff we can talk about how we generate revenue, but this money then funds those programs and keeps our employment programs working.
Yes, and like you said, taking care of everyone in every level of job position here. And one thing I love that you had shared is about the longevity. I mean, people really care about this company and really has committed their careers and their occupation just to really serving the community in this capacity. And so let's dive deeper into just how you maintain your stores. One thing that I noticed when walking into this location was just how organized everything is, how accessible, how nice the items look. What really goes into managing all of the counties that you are over?
When we look at the stores, yes, we're a thrift store, but we don't want them to look like a thrift store. You can get into some pretty bad looking places when you check out some of the smaller thrifts. We want it to be a pleasant shopping experience. And so we teach and train our staff from day one, whether they're coming in as sales clerks or floor help or working their way up through management, what retail looks like. I do have a management team that has an extensive retail background. My VP of Retail Sales Operations has almost 30 years of retail experience for some big box names that you would know. I've got a retail trainer who's been with this company 10 years. Her job is to get out and help these folks understand what it looks like. And the stores take ownership in what they do to make it look the way it looks, to keep it stocked properly, to keep it full for the customer. You know, when you have a sale day, we have once a month we have a Saturday sale that's 50% off. It gets crazy in here, and they're constantly working to make it look right and shoppable. You can find the women's wear with the women's wear, the men's wear with the men's wear. The books are where they belong, those types of things. They have that pride in ownership in the store, and we instill that in everybody.
Yeah, and really thinking about all of the items that you all offer here really segues into how viewers can actually help and contribute to this facility and to all of your facilities by the donations, by giving. So in addition to, of course, people knowing that you accept clothing and shoes and accessories, you actually have a program about accepting computers. So share more about that.
We have a program that's connected, it's called Dell Reconnect, and we work with them to recycle computers and basically anything that connects to a computer. We also have cell phones now, and that will accept them free of charge. Most places you go, they're going to want you to pay a fee to drop off those items. We collect them at any of our store locations. Just bring them on in. We will take those items, we will sort them out by their type. We'll put the cables with the cables, the monitors with the monitors, etc. And when we have a full truck, Dell comes and picks it up, they take it away, they recycle it, and they turn around and send us a check. So that generates revenue for our mission. And money comes back in to help us drive those programs.
Yeah, and I know that you have a big warehouse and facility behind that really takes the time to sort through the items and do a whole new type of recycling program. So I'd love to walk back and kind of have you show me around.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, Kevin, so now we are behind the scenes in your operations facility. So share with me about what takes place back here.
In this part of the room, we actually receive the product from the stores, which comes from the doors behind us. Comes to this area here, we call this raw goods. And raw goods eventually become assorted type products. So they're going to start breaking it down. We're going to find a way to sort it into the type of product it is and make it more usable for the stores.
Okay, very nice. And then, oh, look at here, we have some of the electronic products.
That's part of our Dell Reconnect program. That's where the computers first come in. You'll notice that there's some real dinosaurs in there. Old stuff dug up in the basement. So, you know, and also if you look out here, you're going to see shoes. This is where they sort the shoes at. So a lot of different product coming into this area.
Right,
So.
and you have one of the most coolest recycling systems that we see taking place behind us, because I was wondering what happens when people donate items that you all can't use or resell, but you use this. So tell me about this.
We recycle roughly about 3.3 million pounds of apparel every year. That would also include the shoes. But as you can see behind us on the baler, they're taking that product that we couldn't sell for whatever reason. It was damaged. It just wouldn't sell, even at a clearance price. And they're now sending it up that conveyor. It goes in the chute, it drops down in. And every once in a while, they're going to put the ram and they're going to squish that stuff together, and it makes it into a very large bale. That then allows us to sell that on the international market. You know, it varies anywhere from 14 cents to 24 cents a pound, based on the time of year, based on the need of the product. Some of that product will be used in other countries as viable clothing, because some of it's in still really good shape. So some of the nations that need that clothing can use it for that. If it's beyond that, it goes to the rag market. It gets broken down and used that way. But it's just another way to repurpose it. Keeps it out of the landfill and sends it to where it's actually needed.
You know, that's really cool, Kevin, because as you all are able to make more revenue, it goes back into Goodwill so that you can run your program, so you can pay your staff. And I know that you also have an e-commerce side of that. So can you share with me?
Yes, we do. We call that Shop Goodwill, but it's also tied to eBay and Amazon Books. And so all of the stores are constantly watching for really good product coming in through their donations. And this center here has a donation site as well. Those items get separated and sent over to our State Street property, where we have a crew over there that really get it. They really know how to research a product to find out what its actual value might be on the open market. I was in there one day and they found they had this wicker body form like you'd make a dress on. It looks like it's something you just throw away, but our person there said, hey, this will sell for $400 online. And so those are the types of things they're looking for, and then we post those up. We list them for a certain period of time, and we get customers from all over the country that shop with us. That is a major income stream for us to keep the programs going that we want to have in this community.
That is awesome. And what is the major takeaway you would like for people just to really receive about the Goodwill, and especially under your leadership?
You know, Goodwill is an organization that is here to help people through the power of work, and that takes a lot of different forms.
Yeah.
The donations from the community are step one. We need those donations to come in because otherwise we don't have a product to sell.
Yeah.
That happens in the springtime. It gets really slow. And so that's when we really want to encourage those donations to continue to come into the stores so the stores can continue to generate the revenue at a very reasonable price so that money can flow to those people who need it for their employment programs.
Yeah.
For every employee in this operation to make sure that they've got their health insurance, that they've got their wages, that all the things we need to do are continuing to happen.
Yeah.
To help that pre-employment training program continue, and actually we want to expand that here in Indiana and the 9 counties that we cover here in the northeast corner. And of course the employment services, where people who are ready to work that just need that little extra help being connected, all those funds feed back to that. And then the cycle starts over again.
Yeah.
With the donations right back around. It's a big circle.
It is, yeah, very empowering.
Yes, it
very
is.
cool. So thank you for showing us behind the scenes and allowing for us to get a deeper understanding about a brand that we know so much about over the years. The Goodwill has been around for a very long time, and I love that you all are continuing to make an impact.
And thank you for helping us deliver that message to our community.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And if you would like more information about Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Wake up with us on Wayne 15's First News every weekday morning.
We'll bring you the local news you need to start your day.
Stay with CBS Mornings at 7 on Wayne 15.
We've got the overnight breaking news and in-depth reporting.
And uplifting stories to start your day off right.
Then at 9, watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams. Hey, Jessica.
We're talking food, fun, and everything going on in Northeast Indiana.
First News, CBS Mornings.
And then Living Local 15.
A great way to start your day.
Every day.
The Science Central Mixology Competition is a hair-raising evening of fun, good drinks, and friendly competition. This adult cocktail event is happening tonight, and I am so thrilled to be their host and MC this year. And joining me now is their corporate sponsor and events manager, Megan Price. Hi.
Hey, Jessica.
Welcome.
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing good, thank you. Okay, so this event is so much fun. I feel it's one of the most funnest events that I've seen here in Fort Wayne. And last year we came out and covered it. It was like, oh my God, so cool. And this year y'all are like, do you want to host it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, absolutely. Okay, so give us a rundown of what the mixology competition is all about.
Yeah, so there are lots of different parts of the evening. So I think the premier event is our bartending competition, and we have 6 fantastic bartenders lined up to compete for both the People's Choice and the best bartender in the area.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Okay, so the restaurants, there's 6 of them. So who is participating?
Okay, so I'm sure I will miss one, so I hope that they don't get too upset. But we have Connor's Kitchen and Bar, we have Summit Grill Kitchen and Cocktails, we have the Hoppy Gnome, Three Rivers Distilling, Nawa, and licensed bar services.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so basically the bartenders from each of these restaurants in Fort Wayne come together and they've been challenged to make up a custom drink within the theme of the event. And this year's theme is?
Monster Mash.
Monster Mash. Okay, that's so fun. Okay, and then you actually give them specifications on this cocktail. So you guys know mixology is so much fun because you're mixing liquors and all these syrups and unique ingredients to make this really fun drink. And you actually give them the liquor that they have to use, and they have to be creative around it.
Yes, so we are very lucky and honored to work with Cap and Cork still to help coordinate the liquor sponsors for the assigning of the spirits to our bartenders. And then we also partner with American Beverage Marketers, who provides the syrups. So they have to use their assigned liquor, and they have to use a syrup of their choice to compete in the bartending competition. And of course, they have to theme it around their monster.
Yes, and I must say the bartenders go all out with their drinks and then also the costumes. So we're still in the Halloween season this weekend, so they get dressed up. And so basically what happens if someone comes in to attend the event, they get a wristband and they walk around and they're able to actually taste all of the concoctions throughout the whole Science Central, right?
Yes. You don't have to worry about a wristband, though.
Okay.
Anyone who's coming just has to bring their ID.
Okay, perfect. But you have to get tickets. This is not a free event. You have to get tickets because this is a big fundraiser for the Science Central, right? I mean, you all operate to provide so many cool resources to different ages. So kind of give us a little background about the Science Central.
Yeah, so Science Central was started in the 80s. It was the Science Collective, and it was a group of teachers and educators in the area who saw a need for science education. Then we moved into our current building, the old power plant of Fort Wayne, in 1995, and that's where we've been ever since.
Okay, yeah. And it's really, people can do so much when they come. It's really an educational facility. I mean, it's like 3 levels of just exploration. You all have animals and so many different, you have that huge dinosaur, what is it called, fossil?
Yeah, our mastodon,
Yes.
Fred, yeah. He was actually discovered here in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
But we do so much. We also have outreach programs, which is how a lot of the students are first introduced to us, is us going out to schools in the area as well as our museum.
Yeah, it's so cool. So if you haven't even seen the museum before, if you have not seen the museum, I highly recommend checking it out. But so what this event allows, the mixology competition allows for people to come in, experience the cocktails, but also they can explore the Science Central that evening.
Yeah, and it's kids free, adults only, which
Yeah.
is a huge benefit, I think, to some of our parents. They don't have to run after their toddlers the whole time.
Yes, and then just kind of giving more detail about the night. So you'll have the different bartenders set up at different stations throughout the venue, and people can walk around and interact and ask questions and learn and sample. But there's going to be a main stage that the bartenders will come to actually do the mixology competition part with real judges.
Yes.
So tell me about the competition.
Yes, so beginning at 6:45, we'll have our opening remarks, and then each bartender will come down to present their cocktail to you and to our judges. We have judges from Three Rivers Distilling. We have a judge who used to be a bartender in the competition from Proximo, and then we also have someone representing American Beverage Marketers as well. Okay. They'll spend time in our lower level demonstration theater for everyone who's familiar with the space this year. And we are hoping to also broadcast that out through other screens throughout the building. So if you are really excited but you can't get a good seat, you can still go to one of the TVs around our building to see the competition.
Okay, awesome. Yes, and I love how the setup will be because people can sit down, they can watch from the side, they can watch from the balcony. So it's going to be super interactive. And of course, any place that has drinks, you're going to have food, and you have good food. So tell me about the actual catering.
Yeah, we are very lucky to cater or to partner this year with Obi Kai and Baker Street for our catering. They've been providing fantastic food for the past few years, and we are so excited to get to sample some of their Halloween-themed food items.
Yes, that's awesome. And of course, the winner will have extreme bragging rights and, you know, just really claim that top bartender spot in Fort Wayne for the next year.
Yes.
Awesome. So where can people go if they are interested in getting tickets?
So if you are interested in getting tickets, they'll be on sale until around 3 o'clock today. You can go to sciencecentral.org, and there is a banner and a button there for you to click.
Okay, awesome. I know they are selling out quick. So thank you so much, Megan. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Yes. So as you heard, you got to get your tickets because they are selling out, and I look forward to seeing you all tonight. If you would like more information about the mixology competition at the Science Central, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Do you want to know the best places to go to eat and drink around Northeast Indiana? Well, join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15, weekdays at 9 a.m. as I take you inside of the best restaurants, new and old, explore their menu, and of course, mix up some cocktails. Where will I go next? Well, you'll have to watch and see, but I want to know, where do you recommend I go?
Keep up with Jessica Williams on Living Local 15, weekdays at 9.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always rewatch episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com and also by checking out our YouTube page. And I'll leave you with this. While you're out, give a little smile, give a little wave, share a little light and love today. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. And I'm going to leave you with a Flappin' Friday. Bye-bye.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group. Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.